Welcome, everybody. It is Monday at the painting desk. We are awake. We are only 45 for the next 2 days, so let's make the most of them. Oh. How's everyone's weekend going so far? Now we're going to be continuing on with Goblin City. Just looking at where we're going to do next. We're still working on the sort of sheath of the lance. That's what she said. Need to do some highlights and some skin. Thinking about doing other elements before we get there. So let's get stuck in. You'll have to give me the head cold's a bit worse this morning, so I'll be right back. Okay. Should make sure the sound is working. What are you making? Sound is working. Oh, good, good, good. What are you making? 3P? There's beans involved. I'm hoping it's not just beans, otherwise you forgot to cook in general. Still waiting for food to cook. Usually when Sundays are involved, the food is pork chops and chicken for lunch. I usually do beans for lunch mixed with chicken and rice. Help stretch, make the meal feel fuller. Nice. Oh. Well, I have no idea what I'm going to be cooking for, or even sort of what is on the menu for my birthday. Hopefully have some friends over if none of them are too busy. But Generally, it doesn't work out that way, but we'll see what happens. We might get lucky. 10? Yeah, that's 10. That one's pointy at 10. We'll get on that. But, yeah, I may have done a stupid thing over the weekend. We had the demo Google Meet for the X tool. We went through the different benefits of two different models, the M2 and the S1. Each have slightly different features. But after the video, it was sort of deciding on a winner more than anything. And the S1 came out on top. So I'm now the proud owner of an S1 laser engraver from X-Tool with rotary toolkit, fire suppression system, and infrared laser. So, lol. I can now finally finish Amanita Shaman off and get it to where I want for the competition. Z, plural. And I'll be able to do the laser etching in the metal discs for the ergo eggs when I get a bit further along down the line on those. So it's all exciting. I've put myself in a considerable amount of debt to get those. But I'm hoping it opens up some opportunities. Gives the business the ability to do more. Yeah, just got to figure out where I'm going to put it. No problem, mate. Oh, how are we going there? Just moving up and pushing that contrasting tint out to our point on our lance. And just popping in some very, very tiny highlights. That's right, we still need more white through that base. Okay. There we might very nearly be there on this lance. We can go back through and do some shading in there. Just need to blow my nose again, bear with me. And we're back. Coffee, coffee. A little bit of honey. Now I'm just going to start doing in some shading with that transparent red black that we've got. I also want this to be just a bit thin. This is ultimately going to be our burnishing color. And for the back section, we're going to dig way in. So how are we all doing? How's everybody out there? How was your weekend? How is your weekend? Red spots back here. Oh, hello. What was that? Yellow Weedy Sea Dragon. Hello, Yellow Weedy Sea Dragon. Thank you very much for the follow. How are you today? And what brings you to this seedy, decrepit part of the internet? Hello. I came to see CD part of the internet to watch you paint. CD, well. well, thank you. I am honored to have you in my presence. Whereabouts does the yellow weedy sea dragon come from? What part of the planet? Yes, haven't you heard? The internet is what's the line? Never will you find got to find it now. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious. Madison, Wisconsin. I'm on a newer painter. I mostly do role-playing games miniatures. Very, very cool. Well, we do some of those. We do a bit of everything on this channel. So, like occasionally I'll get commissions through for the D&D figures for folks. So you'll see a bit of everything. But of late, we've been working on competition pieces. This being one of them. This is going to be for part of my 2026 season entries. This is Goblin City by BlackCrow Miniatures. But hopefully, if I can get this done to where I want it to be, I might be able to sneak in another couple of entries. That's the plan anyway. I've got a infinity figure here that I'd like to do for a single entry into something. But we'll see what happens with time constraints on that one. I think that lens is looking right now. Let me get the white background. This one is, well, there's 3 competitions that I go to. There's 2 local ones in around Brisbane, Australia. The first one is QMHE out at Ipswich, which is Western competition. It's probably the state level competition. Then the next one will be, that one's in August. Next one will be in November, and that's the Gaming Hobby and Model Experience. That's at the RNA Showgrounds, or GMHX as it's become known. It's a fairly new competition. It's only been around for the last few years. And then I'm saving every single penny that I possibly can. Now I have to do it a bit more vigorously, because I'm heading to my first national level competition, which is the Crimson Brush, which is held at CanCon in Canberra, which is right down the bottom of the country, and we'll be driving there, and that's in January 2027. And this is one entry. This is the Goblin City by BlackCrow Miniatures. My first political piece. And then we have, move you out of the way. Then we have, let's see if I've got it. Yeah, there we go. This is Amanita Shaman from Creepy Tables. This is my other competition piece. No problem at all. So, I just recently put myself in a lot of debt for a short amount of time, paying off a laser etcher, which I'm going to finish this piece with by laser etching a word, forage, just into the base here, and then inlaying that with some marbled brass and gold leaf, and that should look really cool. Early morning stream, it's not even your birthday yet. Well, I early morning stream Mondays and Tuesdays. That should look cool. For $2,500, it better be very cool. So yeah, I just bought myself a what is it? An X-Tool S1 laser etcher with rotary unit and infrared laser to fill out my hobby area. I'm not used to having a Monday morning off to join in. Yeah, well, what is it? The schedule is Monday, Tuesday, this time starting at 6:30 Australian Eastern Standard. And then Thursday, Friday is the 5 till 8. So this one's 6:30 till 9:30 generally. We sometimes go a bit longer. But yeah, where were we? That's right. Let's talking about this guy. So I've just done the highlights on that lance. Is that looking right now? It's looking sort of more poppy and more bedazzled. I think it is. I think what we've done there is really brought it up. Along with the armor. We'll move on to... Still don't know about white on the feathers yet. Might come through and do some higher white spots right at the end. Still need to do the bow and arrow. Still need to do the crown and collar. And then we'll get back to working up that skin. Oh. So we've just gotten some white out, so we may as well work on that collar a bit while we've got it wet and fluid before it gets too waterlogged. So yes, hello weedy sea dragon. My name is Justin. I am, for the next couple of days, 45 years old. I have been painting for 9 years. Professionally about that long as well. I'm a multi-award winning competition winner. Sort of last year, the two competitions in Queensland, I got gold, silvers, and bronzes at. And I was told by my peers that I needed to enter the Crimson Brush. Told by another couple of peers that I needed to start streaming. So, October of last year, I started my streaming career. And from the start of that streaming career, I said, and continue to say, probably will say again, every cent from any revenue earned by this channel goes into the savings fund to help get me to Crimson Brush, because I can't fly down just because I've got medical equipment that needs to go with me. So we will be driving down, and that's going to cost a bit of money. I still need to pick up I still need to buy the travel cases that I will be taking these pieces in. I need to order those actually. So yeah, any Prime subscriptions, any normal money subscriptions, any bits, anything like that. I did have a Ko-fi link that would pop up in chat, but it's not seeming to want to do that lately, and I need to figure out why. Every last cent goes into that savings, because while I'm not doing commission work, I'm not earning money. And I do have a commission on, but that money's already in the account. That's already gone into the savings account. I also am an affiliate with a few different companies. If I support and put my name to a product, it is because I use and endorse that product. So any of the links in the about section down below. I help out new painters also. We teach on stream here, and we'll do tutorials and bits and pieces, and then when those tutorials and stuff, or when the stream is done, I usually cut them up into videos or edit them or whatever. I'll post them to the YouTube channel, which we are also currently live streaming. So, end products and bits and pieces, the occasional work in progress or other stuff that I'm working on, or cool stuff that I found, will make its way to the Instagram, Critical Paint Studios 2026, which I'm trying to build up the numbers back on because I had my account disabled in the May AI fiasco. I lost 1,700 followers. I lost my Facebook account of 16 years. I lost my WhatsApp to a phone number that I've had for the last 20 years. I lost my personal, the personal Facebook page, the Instagram page. And because I lost both of those, I lost access to my business page with no way of getting it back because Meta are a bunch of not very nice people. Well, even then, not very nice people and some really nasty robots. Okay. Now we are going to start on that crown. That still needs some touch-ups down there. But yeah, if you have any questions or want to know anything in particular, please do not hesitate to ask. I'm here to serve. And as I said, it's my birthday in a couple of days. Today is Monday for me, so Wednesday for me is my birthday. And we'll be doing a stream. Hopefully get some donations happening. But yeah, that's me. Yeah, just need to check. Block in with a little bit of yellow, a bit of cream. White. Now I've got just a quick reference sketch. But yeah, that's what I do. Oh. So, Monday morning off, Weasel. If it was Monday morning, I knew I didn't have to go to work. I would probably still be in bed, mate. Why are you not in bed? Or are you watching me in bed? All around. Right, if I fall into silence, give me a prod. Nasty habit I'm trying to break. I'm used to sitting here by myself for hours at a time, not having to entertain people. That's a bit better. So we're building up a non-metallic golds, but we're doing it in such a way that it's highly contrasted and looks a bit fake to match in with the person wearing it. Oh, pardon me. So yeah, we're just going in with a mixture of white, yellow ochre, and bismuth yellow, and then the regions where we're going to see a lot of reflection, we're just going over those bits again and pushing more of that white tone across. Hang on, something's going wrong. Oh. The plan is, because this is my first competition, I want to blow the expectations out of the water. I want this to be, I want both of these pieces to be of the caliber of work that makes the big boys sit up and take notice. Well, I'm not there yet. I want them to know I'm coming. I may not get to go overseas. So I'm gonna do the best I can with the local. I don't think I'm ever going to be the best in Australia, but I would like to be up there. It's just like Pokemon. Well, I don't have the perfectly smooth miniature painting style. I do believe my technique and theoretical knowledge are up there, if not surpassing some painters. However, I am freaking out a little bit for the national comp at least. One of my painting idols is going to be judging. And our styles are very different. I'm hoping that my work is recognized. We've got an ad break coming up in under 2 minutes, or just over a minute, actually. So I hope you stick around. Remember, any questions, happy to answer them. Whether it be about cooking, whether it be about miniature painting, computer problems, streaming issues. What brushes I use. Music's being bothersome. Hang on. Okay, it's not the music. It's the actual song. Well, that's a bit weird. This really deep, thunderous, distorted bass, which is strange. That's a bit better. How's our crown looking now? A wee bit of coffee, figure out what we're going to work on next. Says grabs a wee bit more coffee, ends up sculling the whole thing. I think we'll work on the material of the crown. For that, we're going to be using the Blue Spectrum Ultramarine PV15 from the Mr. Dresser's Exotic Pigments set. Starting out with the blue ultramarine, we're just going to pull the colour back down, as both of these are a very thinned out mix. Well, not thinned out, transparent, I should say. I find the blue to be very muted of the two, as you can probably see the difference there already. Then we'll start building up. Get those moth holes happening. Bear with me 2 seconds. Forgive me. Damn head cold. So this is dropping it down to almost a Parisian blue in spots. Then we'll build back up with our red. Shade of the ultramarine. Then we'll build them up again to get our lighting and texturing and everything right. We want to start building some texture throughout there. We'll do that via stippling and layering. Use the ultramarine red shade now, sort of on the lower darker regions, to really push that that royal purple. And now this is just a glaze at this stage. And then we'll start adding in some cream to start building that texture up. We're doing this on the area that's more so in the shaded area of the crown, just to sort of give a richness. Further around the back we get, the more we push that light or that shadow up. Helps force our perspective of light. Now we still have a little bit of our phthalo blue and Benz blue, which is a very dark purple, blue purple. So we're just going to mix in a bit of the red shade in with that so we can get these darker regions at the back. Really needs a wee bit. Just gonna have to break it down. Oh. Now we start bringing in Now we start our stippling. And by randomly stippling with the tint consistency, we'll very gently start to bring out our texture, and it'll build up and build up and build up until we have something resembling what we need. Hey, it's angry. Hello. How are you? We are forever stippling. Ah, what have you been up to lately? Anything cool? Anything interesting? I would hydrate, but I just finished, like, literally just finished my coffee a couple of minutes ago. However, I will have a piece of chocolate. Drink channel points demanded. I don't have anything to drink. I'm not drinking the paint water. That's all I have left to drink on this table. A piece of chocolate will have to suffice. This is my birthday soon. And why the hell not? Okay. So I've just touched in tiniest bit of white to the mix. Just to try and build that texture up. Ah, so 7 people out there. See how many we got on YouTube. One watching over on YouTube. How many people are on Twitch at the moment? 700 people. So I have 1%. There's yeah, what are we going to do on Wednesday, people? Oh, ad break coming up in just over 4 minutes. Oh. Pardon me. Oh, come now. I forgot what you said you are doing with this piece. Right now, I'm just bringing up all of the foreground, upping the saturation of color, contrast, making the foreground pop more than the background. Um, or story wise. Oh, this is for a competition. This is for my, well, one of two at the moment competition pieces that we are working on. This will be going to the Queensland competitions, which is QMHE and GMHX, in August and November, respectively. There may be another competition along the way. Between then, or somewhere around then, and then off to the national competition, my first national competition. Up against the people that I thought I'd never be able to compete with. Which is terrifying. So we've definitely pulled the shininess of that crown up. Let's have a look at our, oh yeah. I think we're now back to our skin. Bringing it up again. Don't worry, we won't be putting any peroxide near this. Now, I'm just wondering if I could get away with the slightest touchings of light. You can use that bit during the comp if you want. Generally, there's no presentations or anything because there's too many people generally. But I'm hoping that this does well. No keeping hydrogen peroxide. Label on the box at least may interfere with the paint. Well, these will be locked up nice and tight for, well, hopefully if I can afford the cases for the trip down. But how's things, Barathnoth? Haven't really seen you much around. Busy at work, you're always playing in my garage, though. I pick up lurking points. Meanwhile, your wife is like, why is there an Australian in the garage? That's just Justin. He's staying here a little while. All right. Whose skin do I build up first? Go for the king. To really push our contrast. Thinking I might have to do another how to build a face video. Because the one that I did do, I didn't have YouTube friendly on the music. And there's been a copyright claim on it. So I may need to redo it. Because I've posted on YouTube, yet it was recorded via Twitch. The music I was using at the time, because I wasn't streaming to YouTube, wasn't in the YouTube safe category. So we may need to redo an offline version that I can then cut together a bit easier and go through a full workup. Oh, it's usually when I do videos like that, it's an all day thing, and it won't necessarily be a stream. It will be sort of the same setup, but slightly different viewport on the screen, and sort of record straight to snippets of video. That way I can throw it straight into the techniques category. What time are we at? Oh, almost 2 hours. Yeah. Well, I'm getting updates on YouTube for my own channel going live. Hey, that Goblin guy's live. Jeez. Who cares? Like, gosh. They have. Okay, I'm going to try and say this. Kale is Mass Kalismus Studios. Hello, welcome. Welcome. How are you? I hope I pronounced that correctly. Close. Kalismus? Grandma Cal. Grandma Cal. That works. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Critical Pain Studios. We are working on BlackCrow Miniatures Goblin City. And this is a competition piece for the 2026-2027 competition season here in Australia. Oh, are you Australian as well? Whereabouts are you? Or are you Austrian? Sometimes I've had that happen before. In Australia, whereabouts? Whereabouts in Australia are you? I can't spell. We're a penal colony, it's okay. Near Geelong. Oh. I am too a Victorian, although I absconded to Queensland quite some time ago. I'm originally from Warrnambool. An ex-convict. Aren't we all? Trader in Queensland. Are you really an ex-convict? What did you go down for? Killed a man with a paintbrush for asking too many questions. I do, but not right now. They're currently on the run. Ex-convict, meaning they've just escaped. Poisoned by paint water. 1788 first, second, and third fleets. Just, I'm eyeing this piece. I'll move it so you can still see it in shot, but I'm just trying to get light values, making sure the light values are right as well. I don't want to push that orange too much higher towards white because then it'll look too yellow. But if I bring it down too much, it'll look like normal skin color. Check out the, yes. Hang on. I'm going to take a shot of this. Just so I can look at it in black and white. Just to see how my color values are sitting. That one. Camera. That one. Edit. Adjust. Saturation. Drop the saturation away to nothing. Warhammer and some random 3D prints that I like. My main army is orcs. Ooh, fellow orcs. I recently got my hands on an army actually that will make its way to stream at some point. gonna need to do this. Yeah, drop some pics in. Well, you can either link your Instagram or if you've got just single photos, you can drop into the Discord. So you'll have to forgive me. I'm just taking some progress shots so I can see how my color values are sitting. Youngest son, 28, players paints his own armies. His main is Black Templars. Nice. Mine are the Carden Overlords, Cahadron Overlords. Dwarves from Age of Sigmar. And it adjusts saturation to nothing. Oh, yeah, we can save that. And edit that one. Just, whoops. Saturation, nothing. Oh, I wish I could drop pics, but my computer is packed up. Ah, that's a shame. Next time, we're always here. So I'll just take these 3 shots. I'll drop them in the progress on Discord. Just to show what I'm looking for and what I'm working with. We're in the process of moving house. I feel for you. I hate moving. Mainly because of physical limitations. Screen progress. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3. So we've got normal background, black background, white background, and I've dropped the color out of them. Oh God. Yeah, I feel for you. A friend of ours is just going through that at the moment. So that background needs to come way down. Or does it? On the black background, it's sitting very high. On the white background, it's very muted. The contrast is a lot higher in the foreground. I think it still needs a little bit more muting and some detail work in the back. The front is looking good. I just need to work on those skin tones on the knight. And that bow and arrow in the foreground is and Trumpy's hands and ears and stuff. Yeah. We're close. We're closer than we have been previously. So it's just a matter of picking up our skin tones now. On this device, Instagram backup. Yes, grayscale. I do one with the no background, I do one with a black background, and I do one with a white background. Black background gives us our lighting and contrast levels added into the desaturation, so we can clearly see the focal elements of the picture. See what is enhanced and what's not, and where our light levels are sitting. they're roughly where they should be. The white one is for luminance. Because of the white background, it drops the color grade or the luminosity grade of the photo right down and picks up all of our deeper recesses, all our detail, and all our shading. Because the aperture of the lens is closed a lot more to let less light in. And then on the normal background, as to how it's going to look in the real world. I've just popped all three of those into the stream progress, just so you can see the difference between each shot and how things sort of look to various eyes. I find because oh, that's fine. That's fine. I do stuff like this all the time. So I go through and I explain sort of what I'm doing, where I'm doing, how I'm doing, why I'm doing. I do tutorials. I do little videos. Sicarius, thank you very much for the follow, and welcome to the channel. I will do, as I said, tutorials. I'll like if I teach something on stream. Well, that's what I'm here for. This is my miniature painting journey, in which I impart knowledge. I originally many years ago, with fresh ideologies and fresher features, I wanted to become a university level art teacher. So like doctorate stuff, restorations, art theory. And move into museum or gallery curatorship. I never got the chance. I did get accepted into Cambridge University on a scholarship, but I couldn't get there. So I went into hospitality, and I became a chef and a barman. I didn't touch art for 20 odd years, 25 odd years. I will. They're right here. Don't threaten me. Don't threaten me with a good time. But yeah, I worked in hospitality for a number of years, then moved over into IT, started working for the government. It is a slight occupational difference. I got sick, I didn't get better, and had to leave my career as an IT professional, and needed to do something with my hands and my brain. So I started to paint miniatures, just board game miniatures to begin with. People said, "You're pretty good." I'm like, "Thank you." And they said, No. You're pretty good that you can make money from this." And I'm like, "People make money from this? What?" They should put a proviso on that. You can make money from this, star. You may or may not make money from this. This is not a livable profession unless you are rich and famous already, and then move into miniature painting. I was telecommunications. I was mobile infrastructure for Queensland government for 6 years. I started out just as a general support, then moved into the mobile infrastructure and sort of started blistering up the ranks from there. Started out as a contractor, fought, got a full-time position. Yes. I would love to get rich. I have a plan. If ever I win the lotto, which is never, I will buy a property in the mountains, sort of somewhere foresty, somewhere nice. I will build the house of my dreams. Then I will build a big, almost convention center. Thank you very much, for Prathna. Um, yes, I have fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, POTS, um, four different types of arthritis, um, one in my hands, which causes me no end of grief, but I'm working on something for that. Um, what else is there? There's too much. Unfortunately, fibromyalgia is one of those illnesses that doesn't have a cure, and it's different for everybody. And it's a Pokemon, what I like to call a Pokemon disease, because you collect other diseases and illnesses and bits and pieces along the way with it. Um, so got to catch them all when you don't want them. What's so good for 3+ years currently? Bronchial pneumonia. Well, that was the signifier for me getting sick. I got sick. I stayed sick. I didn't get any better. I went to the doctor. The doctor said, "Hey, let's do some blood tests and see what's going on." And of those blood tests, found out I had pneumonia type 2, and it was the strain that was killing people, and I had it for 2.5 months. So the doctor's like, I think there may be something else wrong with you. And then we started doing all the tests and found out that I had the illness that nobody wants. And here we are, 9 years later. I'm still here. I'm a defiant SOB, that's for sure. Now, I'm looking at this arrow and bow. It needs texture. It's got the right coloring, but it lacks texture. So that's going to be hard to pull off. When I first saw your name, I thought it might have been Ballarat North. Yeah, I am Papa Nurgle. Ballarat North. That's funny. No, he is Klingon. My cousin. I gotta blow my nose again. I'll be back in a sec. Being alive does help, but not with the sickness part. Oh, where are we up to? Where are we up to? Where are we up to? That bow and arrow is bothering me now. We're going to work on it. So, I'll start off with a wee bit of yellow ochre. Just to start getting some lines and wood grain happening. But yeah, I got sick and started painting. Well, I'm really happy to have you here. Thank you. Oh, and thank you for the follow as well. I stream morning shift Monday, Tuesday. 6:30 a.m. till 9:30 a.m. And Thursdays and Fridays I stream from 5 p.m. till 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 p.m. And this week is special because it's my birthday on Wednesday. So we're going to be streaming Wednesday as well. Now, might be probably going to be a daytime stream. I'm not sure for how long as yet. Just good people. Not enough good people. Oh, well, thank you. I try to be good people. Part of the reason I do the teaching and stuff is I don't like people putting knowledge behind paywalls. Something that has always irked me. Like I get that we need to survive, but limiting other people shouldn't play into that. And I find that limiting interactivity behind paywalls just generally doesn't strike me as something that this community should be doing. Like, yes, people need to survive. I'm not saying that I'm against it. I understand it's the way that people want to share their ability. But I'm happy to teach online if you want private tutorage. I'm here for that as well. All I ask is that you donate. When you find yourself looking here, I'm trying to start streaming for 2.5 years. Hey, it's taken me probably the past 4 or 5 years to actually get to the point where I'm streaming. The kick in the butt for me was last year when people I admire in the miniature painting space and people who already stream. It was Trent Dennison, who Big Dino paints on Twitch here, was the nail in the coffin, so to speak, for me. He said, "Hey, you really need to start streaming." And we've got some wonderful Australian streamers. Litzy Works, Skits Mix. Helgrat is another one. He's Central Coast, New South Wales. Reserve Taco is another really good guy. Oh, that's fine. That's like half of those names that I just mentioned are beginner level painters. I'm a pre-painter. Prior commitment, I actually now understood color theory. Exactly. Well, I'm pretty sure I posted them in Hang on. Did I post them in chat, Barathnoff? You would know. Not in chat, in Discord. The first two minis I painted. They're pretty god awful. Hey, Mr. Pigments. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And funnily enough, Grandma Cal, I should say. Grandma Kale, ew. The paints that I'm actually using on this model, Mr. Pigments made them. They showed me we post them. No, I don't think so. I'll grab them then. I'll pop them into the Discord because horrible. Doesn't even begin to describe. And these were done in 2015. There they are. Copy image. Chat. Okay, general chat. My first minis. Circa 2015. Go and have a laugh. I have advanced degrees in art, so I always like teaching people complicated parts like a Belka monk, and I'm teaching them it. So this is a weird tangent, but if I'd have gone down the path that I wanted to leaving high school, I would be Mr. Pigments. Yes, drop them in. Drop them in chat. Drop those first ones in the Discord. I do love me some Orky boys. Oh, sorry about that. I leaned a bit too far to the left. I was listing lazily too far to the left. Posting complete. Let's have a look. Wait a minute. This looks familiar. Is this? No, this isn't the What set is that? That's not the Kill Team set. Baby Justin. You want a baby shot? I'll give you a baby shot. Fifth edition, right. Yes, very well. They look very, very cool. Take the baby comment. You're an old man on Wednesday. The jokes I have lined up. Oh God. I already know I'm old. I don't need reminding. My body does that more than enough. Thank you. Oh, so we're definitely coming up on this piece. It's moving along better than I expected. Come back Wednesday. I'm 60 to -2 and 1 month. No, not much older than me. I seem to be sort of. Oh, it's getting warm. Hang on. Hot flushes. Except for packing boxes and the doctor appointment tomorrow, I have no other plans. Well, I will be back working on this for the morning shift, and then I've got another 2 jobs sort of off camera. One's a surprise. Well, both of them are surprises. One's a wedding anniversary gift for a couple in Western Australia that I can't show online. The person has asked me not to do that, so I won't. Um, the other one is for my wife does family daycare, and we have, well, part of that is sort of a sports thing. So we hire a company, or the daycare company hires a company, and sort of we pay for placements and fees and stuff with that company, and teach the kids some physical education, sort of keep them moving and learn different things. And the guy who's been doing that for pretty much the entirety of the time that we've been doing family daycare down in Brisbane here is retiring. So, and I've partially printed out a little trophy for him, because he's a really nice guy. And we're going to paint that up and give it to him. That's just basic metal finish, make it look gold. Ah, cool. Oh, Slanesh terrain. I do like me some Slanesh. Oh, the candles are a cool feature. I like that. Ooh. Nice. Very nice indeed. Now, I think we need to go. No problem at all. We need to go just a touch. Touch. Higher in some of these spots. Just dropping in some very faint, very thin lines that will cheat our way to a bit of texture. I've done a couple of terrain pieces. I've got one sitting up in my 2 paint. Depending on how we may go, it may make its way onto the desk and onto stream. It's going to be a big undertaking. It's a big carriage building or carriage way building. Sort of looks ramshackle, 1900s. Looks like it could be like a out of a medieval village. I'm pretty sure that one's from. Actually, don't know where that one's from. I can either paint it up or I can print out and paint up one of the pieces that I have merchant licensing for, which is for sale on the website www.criticalpaintstudios.com.au/shop for those blissfully unaware. Okay, I think no problem. I think we're almost there on this this boat. Doing some light highlighting of our catgut. Which I haven't expressly made too pink because it would conflict too much. We'll touch up that that red. Okay, ad break in progress. Ad break should be back. Welcome, welcome. We're just touching up leatherwork now on our bow here. Now, I also need to paint up um, something for the website. Um, just to better explain about my pricing tiers for my commission painting. So I've got 3 Space Marines and 3 D&D figures that I'm going to be doing at the different levels that I do, which is rank and file, which will be sort of tabletop, hero pieces, and display level. Um, um, up until this point, I've got a couple of different pictures of different pieces that I will upload to people when they're asking sort of what's tabletop level, what's hero level, what's display level, and they've all been different pieces. However, I want to sort of put it on the website and put basic pricing in. So it will have a visual representation across one figure done in the 3 levels. So you can clearly see this is a tabletop, this is a hero, this is a display level. So that's on the cards as well. I've got a lot of stuff. My pile of shame is disgusting. Still fighting a bit of sickness. Oh, we're almost at 3 hours, so we'll push through. Okay, we're going to darken up his mustache a bit. It's bothering me. I want to add some highlights to it later, but I don't want to start on something big because we've only got 20 minutes to go. So the Grandma Grandma Kale. Oh God, I hope you don't mind. I'm calling you Grandma Kale instead of Cal. Um, there is a bit of a political backstory with this piece. If you haven't figured it out already. So we have in Goblin City's chambers. Let me see if you can pick it out. Ah, be right back. Okay. Okay, I won't explain it again. I'll wait till she comes back. Thank you for the spot. You have this set posted somewhere. I think I might need to tap into some holiday time and take a week off and get back into painting. What What was that? You've sent me a message, have you, bro? Um, no, not yet. I don't have that set completely posted somewhere, because it's big. um, Start a mini, finish it. Oh no, I don't lock myself into that. I don't. Oh, unless I do, unless I can pull out one of the tabletop marines. Um, I generally don't like locking into um paint a start a mini, finish a mini, because for me that's I will not be able to leave the table until that mini is pristine and 100% finished. I will try, but it doesn't need to be a law. um, Now, as I was saying, Grandma Cal. Um, this piece is has a little bit of a political leaning to it. So we have our king, this guy up here, with orange face makeup. Stop me when you figure it out. Orange face makeup, penchant for gold, a bandage on his ear, covering up, I don't know, some sort of damage. Has a penchant for liking to point out signed pieces of paper. Also, spam me all those images from the set. I PM'd. I really want to share them out in Discord at least. That will take a bit of doing because there's 52 of them. Um, so yes, the gold is glitzy and very fake looking. Has a penchant for pointing at signed pieces of paper. Has bruising on the back of his hand. So this is Goblin J Trump. And down here we have this little fellow with a beard and eyeshadow, looking very devious. Um, that would be Mr. Vance. Then the little froggy looking dazed and confused and completely out of his depth and a little bit cross-eyed is Cash Patel. And then our knight friend over here looking a bit glazed and confused himself, um, dressed up in the attire of war, and has a bottle peeking out from behind his shield. My God, he's drinking on the job and he's in charge of the military. Who could that be? That would be the one and only Pete Hegseth. Barathmoth restreaming together. Now you've started something, Barathmoth. I haven't actually co-streamed with anyone as yet. Been meaning to. I've been trying to get Skitsmix involved, but I've been terribly, terribly ill for at least the last month and a half. We keep missing each other. I think I came across a posting this for feedback. I'm almost 100% certain I came across a Trump supporter. Every other single person on the planet that I've shown this to, of a like mind to myself, i.e., the people that I speak to, and waiting time on the rest. We get 1 times Canada. And I explained the concept behind it being a political piece, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't see it." Everybody else said, "Oh, haha, good joke, funny," and this guy just went flat out, "Yeah, I don't see it." End of conversation. Quite possibly, I'm not sure. It was Reddit, so it is a distinct possibility. But yeah, he shut it down pretty quick. I'm like, yeah, you don't have a penchant for facts, do you? You just sort of do whatever the man tells you. I've actually not found a community, but I've found a platform on Reddit that allows me to show my work and provide feedback on other painters and bits and pieces. And I've generally had a good response on Reddit, so that's good. I did have a problem with a couple of groups that were just very weird, and their rules are convoluted, and I just went, okay, fine, you do you, I'm out, bye. But as an example, this guy is currently sitting at 341 likes with over 18,800 views, which is better than anything I've gotten on Instagram or Facebook. I call it unread it, haven't read it. In the alt group community has been 98% fantastic. Yeah, it's strange. Certain things fall better on Reddit. No, this one's from BlackCrow Miniatures. There is additives to it. I have sort of added on a few things, namely the bandage on the ear, the bottle behind Hegseth's shield, and the ramparts on the castle. The ramparts on the castle are actually sculpted out of red terracotta clay that I then sort of touched up, airbrush and hand, to give the sandstone effect that we've got going on there. And that's on a display plinth that I printed out. But the rest of it is all there. So the building and the figures themselves, the little froggy, the little paper. That's kind of how it became political. I'd sort of done sub-assembly and sort of was painting little bits and pieces of it and getting them all sort of organized, and I'd primed everything, and I got around to doing the base coat on the king, and I roughly pinned him together, and I'm looking at him and I'm like, he's looking very serious and looking very proud of himself, pointing at that bit of paper. Wait. Oh, well, then you are certainly in the right spot. We're all a little mad here. I've completely forgotten where I was going to go with this. What that I saw that needed touching up. Where was it? Is it up here? I think it might have been. Yeah, there we go. Let me just see what this message is. Come on, there we go. Jump to present. With Painty Paints, yes, he does do co-streams all the time. Um, oh no, it wasn't the bow. It was I was doing the bow, but then I saw there was a spot that needed touching up on the braces. Thank you very much for pulling me back into the land of the living. um, just wanted some tiny. But yes, Paints does do co-streams all the time. Yes. Um, but we generally aren't on at the same times. Whereas Aussie streamers that I follow are in a better position to sort of do that. Shush you. I have ADHD. Have we? Oh, well, there you go. We should try and hook something up then. We ate awesome Aussies. Yeah, there we go. So we'll. Oh wow, we're almost at 3 hours. So that's where we got to today. We're getting there. We just need to work on our skin tones and bring them up a bit now. And then I will move back to the background. You can see we've picked everything up through there. I need to do the arrows as well. Give them a little bit of color. Back to the white. So we'll do a spin shot. So we've got that there and that there. And if we look down from the top, we can also see how our lighting's going across the model. It's focusing more towards the front. So one of my friends, fellow painter Kit Race, pointed out that the light is definitely coming from 2 o'clock. Don't believe every rumor. Snakes don't eat people. Barris is very good at setting up discords. He helped with mine. Thank you very much, Barathel. So, yeah, as you can see there, the knight is in too much shadow. We need to bring him up next. And we need to hit our contrasting highlights on Vance, and maybe even a bit higher on Trump in spots. Like the prominent features in the brow, the nose, the chin, the cheek, and the ears, as well as the hands. That will be tomorrow's stream. But I'm very happy with where that is at the moment. Oh. So, we've just ticked over to 301. I have quite possibly a injured child to look after. The cat, the big orange mongrel of a cat. So Froggy needs a little. Yes, you can paste the link. Froggy needs a little when you put the background on. Now looks fine. Alrighty, well that's generally with that. That's a contrasting issue then. Barathnoff, that's contrast 101. So if we put our white back, he does sort of melt in and disappear a bit, doesn't he? So we just need to push that saturation and highlight a bit more. Open link. It's not wanting to open. Why are you not wanting to open? There we go. It's taking its time. Oh. Accept. Now, I'm going to be thinking about this thing all day now. Oh, I just heard my son. I need to duck away, so we'll leave it there for the day. And I will see you all here, hopefully, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. It is, and that's why I do that. It's one's for saturation purposes and one's for luminosity purposes. So I'll do another set of those pictures again with color counterparts and up them in Discord in a few minutes. I just need to duck away and sort out my son. So, ladies and gentlemen, until tomorrow, I am Justin. This is Critical Paint Studios. I should be painting, but I'm not, because I just did. I will catch you all tomorrow. Peace out.